Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Bongi and thank you so much for tuning into this episode of True Crime with Bongi. Today we're going to be talking about a crazy case. This case gained popularity in August of 2017 because of the crazy circumstances that surrounded the case. It's really crazy, like it's a lot. But before I get into it, you guys already know that I have to make my usual disclaimer that I mean absolutely no disrespect to anyone that I'm going to be talking about in this video and all the families that were and are affected by this case. This video is purely for educational purposes and all the information was gotten off the internet and simply put together into one video. I really apologize if I say anything at any point throughout my video that offends anyone out there. With that being said, let's just hop right into it. In August of 2017, a traditional healer called Nino Mbatha walked into the police station in Estcourt carrying with him a pink school bag. He asked the police to help him and that he was tired of eating human flesh. At first, the police really thought that he was mentally unstable and were struggling to take him seriously, but he just kept on yelling and asking them to help them, saying that he was tired of eating human flesh. The police was still struggling to take him seriously, and so the constable told him to quiet down, but Nino Mbatha just kept on going. Nino then pointed to the backpack that he was carrying and told the police officers that there were body parts in the backpack. He then reached inside the bag and took out what looked like a human hand and then placed it on the counter. Constable Ryan Nchalinchali was struggling to believe his eyes as he thought that it was, a doll's hand. So he called another police officer to help him inspect the hand. Nino then reached inside the bag again and took out a red teki, and as soon as the red teki came out of the bag, there was just a horrible smell that accompanied the shoe, and this smell resembled the smell of decomposition. It was at this point that Nino Mbatha was placed under arrest on the suspicion of murder. So for some reason, the police was still struggling to believe his story, but this all changed when Nino Mbatha took them to a one-room house later that day where more body parts were found. So when they got here, Nino got in the house first and he was followed by the police officers, and he took a small dish, and inside this dish the police saw what looked like a human ear and some jaws. Nino then took a bucket, and inside this bucket they saw what looked like intestines. Inside the house, the police also found a jar containing 8 human ears. Nino explained to the police that a man called Lungisani Magubani had approached him asking for Muti to help him get good fortune, and it was at this point that Nino suggested to him that they must get a woman or a child because the ancestors demanded that there should be some blood spilled. Nino further told the police that he raped and killed a woman during the performance of this ritual, and in order for them to reach the goal, which is to bring good fortune to the life of Lungisani, both he and Lungisani had to eat the body of their victim. The victim was later identified as 24-year-old Zanele Hlatshwayo, who was described by her family members as a good and respectful young woman.
He also showed them Hlatshwayo's decomposed body a distance from his home.
Zanele was beheaded, and then Lungisani and Mbatha both removed organs from her body during the performance of this ritual. So because this case was a crazy one, it was out of this world, and it also involved the performance of rituals, soon it was taken over by the SAPS Occult Crime Unit. As the investigation continued, it was discovered that Nino Mbatha, the traditional healer, would actually encourage community members to eat human flesh in order to gain strength, good fortune, riches, and courage. As crazy as it seems, it is very unfortunate that there are people who are practicing these rituals and they truly and fully believe in them, and they believe that it works for some reason. It's It's crazy. So initially 7 people were arrested in connection to the murder, but 3 of them were released due to insufficient evidence, leaving Nino Mbatha, Lungisani Magubane, Kayelihle Lamula and Thembiso Sithole in police custody. They were all charged with the murder of Zanele Hlatshwayo, and Nino Mbatha faced additional charges of contravening the Human Tissue Act. Mutilating a corpse and being in possession of human tissues are criminal offenses in South Africa, but there are no direct laws against cannibalism, which is why they were just charged with the murder of Zanele, and Nino Mbatha was charged with contravening the Human Tissue Act. But I really think there should be more laws put in place, like more direct laws put in place against cannibalism, because it's just clearly against public morality, bruh. Like people should be punished for that. Period. Anyways, Thembiso Sithole died while in police custody, and his death was ruled a suicide. The 3 remaining men all denied the charges against them. Nino Mbatha also even denied ever saying that he was being forced to eat human flesh and that the police should help him. He's tired of eating human flesh. He denied all of that. During the trial, community members gathered outside the court protesting and wanting all 3 men to get life sentences. The 3rd man, Kayelihle Lamula, was acquitted, and the 2 men, Nino Mbatha and Lungisani Magubane, were both found guilty of the murder of Zanele Hlatshwayo, and they both received life sentences. Zanele's family says that it was hard for them to attend the trial, to go to the trial, considering the circumstances surrounding Zanele's death, and also it was just difficult for them to travel from their home to the court in Pietermaritzburg. I really hope that they will find healing, that they will heal from the loss of their loved one, and that Zanele Hlatshwayo's soul rests in peace. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave all your thoughts and opinions about this case in the comment section down below, and if you have any case suggestions for me, also drop them in the comment section down below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and just check out my other videos. And with that being said, that's it from me to you guys. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.